Hey y'all, iRick Guy here, and this is how to delete everything from iCloud. If you use an Apple device and you've created a backup, there's nothing that you want to save. This is how to delete everything from Apple iCloud. And actually, this is a response to Living the Dream. He's been a long-term subscriber of the channel, deeply appreciated, man. He asked a question. He said, do you know how to delete all of the content stored in Apple iCloud? So let's go through this. And again, I want to preface this with, be sure that you have a backup, because if you don't, this will delete all your files forever. So don't do this unless your intent is to delete everything and you've already created a proper backup. So with that disclaimer thrown into place, we're going to go ahead and talk through a few things here. So the first thing I want to ask, are you using a Mac only? Maybe you're using multiple Mac computers. You know, what all are you using? Because in my situation, I've got an iMac, a MacBook Air, an iPhone, an iPad, and all of those devices are connected to iCloud. So we're going to carry on that conversation in a minute. But the first thing that we're going to tackle, let's just say you're using an Apple computer, a Mac computer, and you're using iCloud. So the first thing you want to do is browse to, very simple, iCloud.com. So browse over to iCloud.com, and when you're there, log in with your Apple ID and your password. And what you can do once you log in, you'll see a little drop down towards the top left that says iCloud settings. You can select that, and then you can select iCloud Drive. And here within iCloud Drive, you'll see the various folders, the various files that you've created and have stored in iCloud. So at a high level, all iCloud is internet storage for your single or multiple Mac computers, multiple Apple devices. So you could select in here what you wanted to delete, and that would free up a lot of space. Now keep in mind, these are not the only files. You know, this is, in my case, it's a lot of documents, a lot of short video clips that I've saved, and I want to share among my multiple Apple devices. But that's just one place where you may find files in iCloud. The other place you want to check, and you can do it from your desktop Mac, your laptop Mac, or your iPhone or your iPad. If you use Photos, you know, you take a photo with your iPhone and it magically appears within the Photos app on your other Apple devices, as well as your Apple laptop or desktop. You can go into Photos app, and then you can go to Preferences, and then from Preferences you can go to iCloud. And more than likely you'll see that iCloud Photos are enabled, meaning that that you're sharing your photos in iCloud. So that's consuming iCloud space. You know, you'd probably want to back those up. Again, I preface this video with back everything up first. But if you wanted to back those up, you'd want to back that up, and then you could remove that. But you know, the way that if you're using iCloud, you're consuming probably a considerable amount of disk space in iCloud for photos and or videos. So check your Photos app. Any of the other apps that you use, such as Pages, Numbers, Keynote, a lot of those can have files stored within iCloud. The other thing, let's just look through here, and I'm going to share some more tidbits for you. Yeah, so if you're backing up your iPhone, maybe your iPad as well, to your iCloud account, you probably want to check out those backups, because probably what you're going to find is that you may not just have one backup. You may have multiple backups, and those backups, of course, are consuming storage space in the Apple iCloud. So, if you want to wipe everything out, man, again, those backups, you want to check those out. You can find those. I'm trying to find Apple frequently moves this around. If you go to let me find. Oh, here we go. So from your iPhone device or your iPad, if you go into Settings and then go to iCloud, and then once you're in iCloud, towards the top, you'll see where it says Manage Storage. You can go to Manage Storage, and from there, you can drill down. You can see you can see, actually, this may be, you may like to do this better than going to iCloud.com, assuming you have an iPhone or an iPad. You can drill down and you can see the various items that are taking space. In my case, I've got photos. I've got iCloud Drive being the files that we were looking at, earlier through iCloud.com. Backups. When you select backups here, this is where you can go in. You can see your phone, your iPad, and or other Apple devices that have created backups. And you can, if you want to delete these, this is where you can delete those backups of your iPhone, of your iPad. Maybe you got an iPod Touch, etc. Also within here, I see mail. I see some third-party applications. There's an application I use called Pixelmator. That particular application is storing files in iCloud. Also, the Apple Health app, Keynote, iMovie, Messages. If you've turned on with your Mac, your iPad, and or your iPhone, you've turned on Messages in iCloud. Those messages that you receive from other iPhone users, those are being stored in iCloud. So that's another thing. Reminders. Do you use the reminders tool? Pages. Kind of Apple's response to Microsoft Word. Numbers. It's kind of Apple's response to Microsoft Excel. Text Edit, GarageBand, Preview, Shortcuts, Clips, Rulers. Rulers is a third-party app. So there's a lot of stuff. If you look at that list from your iPhone or your iPad or any other iOS device, again, that was to get to that, just to recap, I went to the gray gear, which is Settings, and then I went to My Name, and then I went to iCloud, and then I went to Manage Storage. So that may be your simplest way to go and and really see what's being backed up within your Apple account and determine what, if anything, you want to delete. Again, as a reminder, always create a backup first, because once you delete it, it should be considered gone forever. But in here, you can see at the top, it'll show. I've got the 2 terabyte plan. It'll show that I'm using 807 gigs out of the total 2 terabytes. So if you do go through and if you do delete some of these items, then you should see that available storage increase. Ultimately, if you've got a 2 terabyte plan, once you got it to 2 terabytes available, that's a pretty good indicator that you've probably achieved your goal of deleting those unwanted files from your Apple iCloud account. So that's how I would do it. And again, I would also use from a computer. I would go to iCloud.com and go in there and check too, and make sure that you've cleared everything else out. But if you do have an iPhone or an iPad, this interface that I'm looking at now you may find it to be the most user friendly for you. So that's how I would do it. If you have any questions, man, comment below. Great question. Again, thank you for your long-term viewership and subscription. That's deeply appreciated. You're a very active commenter on the channel, and I will give you 2 thumbs up for that, because that's awesome. So I hope this video helped other people too. And if you have any questions, comment below. Again, always back things up. If this is something you're going to attempt, always back things up, because you will probably delete everything forever. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day. Oh, and in case you're wondering, I just recorded this with a built-in webcam on the 2021 iMac M1, the Apple Silicon iMac, and I'm using the integrated microphone. So I'm curious what the quality is like. I know it's not 4K, but tell me what you think below. Y'all have a good day.